An analyst revealed the biggest remaining roster hole for the New York Jets and also said how the New York Jets can fill it. We'll talk about it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
Oh my gosh, it's morphin' time. To me, talking New York Jets is my superpower. Boy Green Daily starts now. Wow! Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teamwork, Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go!
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. Appreciate you guys joining the show, whether it's your first time or you're a multi-time offender. We appreciate you all the same. Like the video here on YouTube and hit subscribe, baby. For Coffee Club and Espresso Club members, of course, of the YouTube channel. That's what that big fat join button means on your screen if you're watching on YouTube. Keep an eye out because our Super Bowl III interviews will continue this week twice over. We'll, of course, have a live conversation with Earl Christie coming up on Friday, and we have a extra Super Bowl III interview with John Schmidt coming at some point this week. It'll be pre-recorded. It won't be a live conversation. If you're a Coffee Club member or an Espresso Club member, whenever that interview happens, whether it's today, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you have early access to that interview before the general public. One of the perks of the Boy Green Coffee Club and Espresso Club. So enjoy that out in the audience. Keep an eye out for it. And we'll also add that to our Super Bowl III interview playlist. So we will have a double-decker of Super Bowl III interviews, John Schmidt and Earl Christie. And if you're just joining us, we've been doing these Super Bowl III interviews throughout the offseason. So I hope you guys get an opportunity to check those out. We have 3 or 4 of them. Let me see off the top of my head. We got Mark Smolinski, Carl McAdams, Ralph Baker, and Randy Rasmussen. So we have 4 of them. There you go. My brain works. We have 4 interviews already up. We'll have 5th and 6th interviews this week with members of that Super Bowl III team. Absolutely incredible. Something else that's incredible is when memberships are getting gifted from the high heavens. So let's give a quick shout out to our number 1 Austrian Jets fan who just gifted a freaking Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Let's freaking go, baby. Hit it. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Austrian. You now have $111 this month. Thank you so much. You're $14 away from another raffle ticket. Spectacular. Unbelievable. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That's beautiful. Appreciate you. That's great stuff. Thank you, Austrian. By the way, that membership went to, let me take a peek out in the audience. That membership went out to Italian Stallion, who I love in our Discord. Italian Stallion always dropping music in the Discord, which I love. So shout out to you, Italian Stallion. All right, let's get to the business at hand here, folks, and appreciate all the love out there in the audience. Let's get into it. There is an analyst that has revealed what he believes is the biggest, roster weakness on the New York Jets heading into training camp. And he believes that is the interior offensive line. By the way, you can make a strong argument. Some people would say backup quarterback. Some people would say interior offensive line. Some people would say off-ball linebacker. Some people still say corner. I don't know if I'm that far, but I can understand the questions. We'll also do a topic this week of the top 5 positions I feel the least confident in. It's on my sheet for later this week. We did top 5 most confident. We'll do top 5 least confident. That'll be coming up at some point this week. But the player he believes can help fill that void is former Tennessee Titans offensive lineman Kevin Zeitler, a former Pro Bowler. He believes that could be the answer to the Jets at a major discount. Here's his blurb. This is Matt Okada of NFL.com. He says, quote, "The Jets won 3 games in 2025, but their offseason was extremely productive, addressing several of their most glaring needs. The biggest unaddressed issue is the interior of the offensive line, particularly center and left guard. New York lost guards Elijah Vera Tucker and John Simpson in free agency, and center Josh Myers was subpar after signing with the Jets last year. After adding only Dylan Parham in free agency, the offensive trenches remain a concerning flaw. It might be worth considering guard Kevin Zeitler at a major discount. Zeitler, like I just mentioned, is a former Pro Bowl offensive lineman. He's a bit older, perhaps a fine wine getting better with age. He's 36. He's listed at 6'4" and weighs 332 pounds. He's a former first-round draft choice back in the 2012 NFL draft. We're in 2026, so it was a long time ago. And the thing I like about Zeitler, with the analyst suggestion, is he is durable as hell. I love offensive linemen that are durable. He's played 14 years in the NFL. He has appeared in 214 games. He's made 213 starts across that 14 years. He has started at least 11 games in every season that he's played. Think about that. 14 years being an offensive lineman, and he's basically been a full-time starter his entire career, even dating back to last season when he was a member of the Titans. So he's starting at least 11 games in every year of his career. Specifically, if you highlight the last 11 years, which is the 11 of 14, that's the majority, but most recent, he has made at least 16 starts in 8 of those 11 seasons. So he is just durable. He's always on the field. And you may see the age, you're like, boy, we got this old guy here. But it's not just that he's durable, because some people can be durable but stink on the field. He actually was pretty decent. Last year, here are his ratings from Pro Football Focus with the Tennessee Titans. He had an overall grade of 74.5. He had a run block grade of 70.8 and a pass block grade of 75.4. Those ranked among his position 13th best, 20th best, and 9th best. So he was overall an above average guy. Outside of run blocking, he was a little below average if you factor in those numbers. And 13th, 20th, and 9th were his rankings among 81 qualifying guards. So technically speaking, because there's obviously 32 starting guards in the league, even his run block, which is a little lower at 20th from last season, still, if you count all the guards in football, which include left guards and right guards, he's still above average if you look at those numbers. But, overall, though, he's still rock solid health-wise, makes a lot of sense. That'd be interesting competition. Now, here's my only problem with this, personally, and it makes a lot of sense. Like, he's experienced. So I like adding experience to the line. That part's cool. Former Pro Bowler, that's cool. He played very well last season, all things considered. That's pretty cool. And at this stage, he's going to be dirt cheap. I see Hep asking, what's the cost, Paul? When we get to this level of the offseason, barring something unforeseen. So a couple years ago, this may hurt Chef Kevin Gilbert, who's got a Dalvin Cook jersey somewhere in his closet. But, outside of him, which was a special circumstance, there was a staring contest between the Jets and him and all this other jazz. Most players at this point are signing for veteran minimum or very little. Again, there's unique cases. Dwayne Brown a couple of years ago, the Jets signed in August. There was sort of desperation. Mekhi Becton got hurt, and he was a big name still out there. Morgan Moses, when he signed in June a couple of years ago after getting cut by the Washington Commanders. So there's a few unique scenarios. This would not be it for Zeitler. He's older, and other teams have made other decisions. So the cost, I would imagine, is non-existent. Even if it was above non-existent, which I don't think it is, the Jets have the 11th most cap space in the league. They're hovering around $27 million before camp. So it makes sense. But here's my only problem, and then maybe NC Green has solved the issue with what he suggested. I'll get back to your comment in a second, NC Green. My problem is, and we have an article in the YouTube description down below on this topic matter, so if you want to dive in on it. My problem is that Kevin Zeitler, his experience at the NFL level was at right guard. So again, we told you he played 14 years in the league. This is a nuts statistic. I was tracking this to look at the numbers. So Kevin Zeitler's played 14 years in the NFL. Here are his snap distribution per position. And the only two I'm highlighting is right guard and left guard. At right guard in his career, he has accrued 13,985 snaps at right guard. So safe to say he's experienced. Do you know how many snaps he's had at left guard in his career? 2. 2. Good Lord. So right guard, 13,985 snaps. Left guard, 2 snaps. 1 in one season, 1 in another. It must have been a random injury situation. Now, if any of you know about the Jets offensive line, and you're all Jets fans, so of course you do, we've got a right guard. His name is Joe Tippmann. The Jets just paid him $62 million this offseason. So he is your right guard. So Kevin Zeitler doesn't have experience at left guard. And if you guys remember our Randy Rasmussen interview from a few days ago, Randy talked about how he had the unique ability to play on the left side and the right side, but not everyone did. He mentioned other members of his team do not have it. So that's the part where I'm like, oh, don't love it. I don't love that, like, either we're asking Kevin Zeitler to do something he's never done before, or he's just a quality backup to Tippmann, which is reminiscent of Chukwuma Okorafor, right? So he's the backup to Armand Membu. He can only play right tackle in the NFL. So if Armand gets hurt, you feel pretty good that you got a rock-solid veteran with 60 games of starting experience to step in for him just in case of a pinch. The problem is that if Olu Muiwa got hurt, knock on wood, Chukwuma ain't jumping over to left tackle. So you need a left tackle specific backup. You need a right tackle specific backup. So in Zeitler's case, where he's exclusively a right guard in his NFL career, that's awesome. If Tippmann were to get hurt, he could step in. But if Dylan Parham gets hurt, now we're going to other options in terms of depth. So that's where it causes a bit of an issue. Now, there's a bunch of suggestions out in the audience. NC Green says, sign him, move Parham to center, move Myers to backup. So there's a lot of different combinations you could do. You could do, how about Zeitler to right guard, Tippmann to center, and then you have Olumuyiwa, Dylan Parham, Joe Tippmann, Zeitler, and Membu. That could be one combination if you're moving pieces around. I really don't want to move pieces around. It seems like the Jets are comfortable with Tippmann at guard. They just paid him handsomely at guard. He's a middle-of-the-pack paid guard. Now, that would look a lot different at center on a per-year basis. I believe he's in the 15.5 or something million range. What would that be? Yeah. He's in the 15.5 million range on a per-year basis. The highest paid center in football now is Tyler Linderbaum at $27 million. So you'd still be getting a deal with Tippmann moved to center, contractually speaking. I just don't want to bounce people around. I do want to get the best five of the field. So maybe that's where we start getting into these combinations that NC Green is suggesting. Because people have raised a question mark about Josh Myers. Appreciate you, K. Brock. BG the GOAT. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words, everybody out there in the comment section. So that's my one beef with Zeitler, is that he can only play right guard. Now, he's a quality player, clearly. That's the one that gives me a little bit of pause. Now, I want to play this clip. I'm wearing the hat, baby. The Jets Collective Podcast, one of my million jobs, of course, I have, is working with the Jets Collective Podcast behind the scenes. We posted this clip earlier this morning. Now, this player is no longer in free agency. So this question was asked before this player signed. We're talking about Ethan Pocic. We did a show about him last week or the week before. Adam Schefter announced that, he's fully recovered from the torn Achilles. He's ready to go for camp. And I said, the Jets should sign him. They didn't. The Ravens signed him instead. But the question still holds. Rich Cimini was asked about adding competition because I saw Mark Cicchetti said it. How does this help with our center problem? Which is where I think a lot of people focus in the issue. Because to me, Tippmann's fine at right guard, more than fine. You feel really good about him. Dylan Parham, you gave him $7.25 million guaranteed, so he's your starting left guard. He's starting somewhere. And then the center is just where potentially there's an issue / you have a chance to improve. And Rich Cimini was asked about that. It was sort of a good conversation here. There's Rich Cimini of ESPN. There's Brandon Tierney, BT Unleashed. So let's play this clip. This is them talking about potentially adding competition, specifically at the center position. Again, forget the Ethan Pocic part. That doesn't matter anymore because Ethan Pocic is no longer a free agent. But I still found the conversation interesting to bring up on today's show as we're talking about apparently the biggest weakness on the Jets roster. Thought this was good conversation. And apparently the Jets are very satisfied with Josh Myers as their starting center. Let's go to the Jets Collective Podcast, a clip from their latest episode.
The super chat is from the big fella. Thank you, big fella, for your support. Do you think the Jets make a play for Ethan Pocic? Myers is the weak link of this line and was inconsistent at snapping last season. Rich, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think the Jets like Josh Myers because, I don't think he had any bad snaps last year. He's a really smart guy. I think they appreciate that, having that kind of cerebral guy in the middle of the offensive line. They gave him an extension for a reason. I mean, so I think they like him. I mean, is he Tyler Lindenbaum? No, he's not on that level. But I think he's a pretty good blue collar type center, and I think the Jets are happy with him.
They should be, and I like him as well. But that wouldn't prevent me from seriously investigating this. I was actually reading the story this morning. I mean, the Jets, they had, once ABT went down, as you guys know, their combination was set. They played every single game together. So the likelihood of that happening again, not to be negative because I'm usually positive, is very small. I mean, you just don't get that too often in the NFL nowadays, where guys play, 5 guys play 17 straight games, and then 34 games. Now, it could be another position on the line. It's a strength. I wouldn't say it's a home run strength, but I think the Jets O-line is a solid double off the wall, and I think trending toward a triple. And if I could bring in a reinforcement, that's how good I think the O-line is, then I would do it. They've got salary cap space. Be proactive, get involved with the numbers too. Like, if you can't do it and it doesn't make sense business-wise, I get it. But not to explore it, I think that would be a missed opportunity. They should.
I'd be open to it.
If something happened to Myers, they would just move Tippmann to center. That would be their backup center.
Yeah, but then Tippmann's spot would get weaker. I mean, so you got to play that game. So you want to almost be proactive. Yeah. I hear you. I mean, we'll see. I like it.
And there you go. Interesting comment there from Rich Cimini of ESPN at the end, that if something had happened to Josh Myers, like an injury, Rich Cimini believes the Jets would say, Tippmann, back to center, buddy, and then they'd plug in a right guard. In that scenario, which we just highlighted a second ago, that would make Kevin Zeitler much more attractive, because then Tippmann goes to center, Zeitler off the bench, a quality player, and then you feel pretty good. So that's interesting. I see NY Jets fan asking, why are they getting rid of a quality player? Money, age, Paul? He's talking about Kevin Zeitler, I imagine. Okay, fake sneeze. Why are they getting rid of a quality player? I believe just his contract expired. But in terms of why not bring him back, there's a new regime, obviously. Robert Saleh's in town. Maybe he doesn't have a previous relationship with Zeitler. That could be possible. I doubt that it's money. He's 36. He's hanging out in free agency. I have some screenshots here. We'll go to Spot Track of the top available options at center and guard. We'll talk about that in a second. I believe it's on a money issue. I think there is an age thing. He's 36. It's sort of like Nick Folk, right? He's an older player. He's like 41. And some people are going to eliminate him off the board simply because of age. And he got okay money, Nick Folk. It wasn't like it was groundbreaking money. He got okay money. Again, the Jets should have matched it, but that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, I don't think it's a money thing. I think it's an age thing. And the Titans are moving on. For instance, here's the Titans starting right guard right now is Cordell Volson. He's a former 4th-round pick of the Bengals. He's 28. Is the current starting right guard if you're basing it off the depth charts online. It's Cordell Volson. He's 8 years younger than Zeitler. So I'd imagine that's the age issue. If they had a different 36-year-old starting right guard, then you'd be like, okay, maybe it's just a player. Maybe they believe he's going to fall off or something. I have no idea. But, yeah, it appears to me it's an age thing on why the Titans didn't bring him back. I'm not a Titans analyst, but that's what I would assume. Mark Schetti says regime change. Yeah, Callahan got fired. Salah's in. That's what I'm talking about, Titans regime change, which is why they, quote-unquote, let a player go. Mark Schetti to answer that question coming in. So let's look at some of these options. Let's throw this up. This is from Spot Track, okay? And this is the top available guards that are left in free agency. Because if you are to believe that the Jets' weakness on the interior offensive line will start at guard, Mekhi Becton ain't coming back here. So we can clearly put that one to bed. That's never going to happen. Even with a different regime, that's just not going to happen. So Mekhi Becton, we could put that one aside. We've talked about Kevin Zeitler. James Daniels is a guy I like a lot. He can play guard and center. So he's probably one of my favorites in terms of versatility. Austrian, or someone was saying it earlier, versatility. AG loves versatility. So James Daniels to me would be very interesting. He's like 28. He'd be on my list. Let's see. Alex Kappa is out there. If I remember correctly, Kappa was on that Bucs Super Bowl line a couple of years ago, and he was with the Bengals too. So there's him on there. Greg Van Roten, I doubt that one's happening. There's a lot of beef with the Zach Wilson thing. So GVR, who's been a starting guard for the Giants the last couple of years. Yeah, I don't think GVR is coming back either. But he's got starting experience. That's the, if you put all the GVR Jets history aside, that's the type of move I'm talking about. A guy who's had starting experience in the league and either can compete, or just be quality depth. So if there wasn't all the baggage, that'd be interesting. You have Liam Eichenberg. He's been really bad at the NFL level. Will Hernandez is a former highly drafted player of the New York Giants, most recently with the Cardinals. He's on this list. Yeah, those are a couple of names. But like I said, Mackay ain't coming back. Zeitler's interesting. James Daniels is a personal favorite of mine because of his versatility. So there's some guard options according to Spot Track of best available. Those would be interesting. Let's bring up centers. There's less centers available than guards, maybe naturally. We've mentioned James Daniels already. Again, he can play center and guard. What else do we got here? Graham Glasgow. This is a guy. Yeah, now I feel like Chris Collinsworth. Here's a guy. We've been talking about Graham Glasgow being a Jet for like 1,000 years, it feels like. Maybe this is the year. I don't know. There's been a few players that have been free agents forever and we've been like, oh, that'd be a great Jets guy. And then, like, it either never happens or we've just been talking about it a lot. So Graham Glasgow's out there. And Ryan Bates, former Bill, former Bear, he's a versatile offensive lineman too. But you can see the projected market value on the far right for those that are watching the show. For those aren't, we're talking about nothing money here. And if it's higher than that, which it is for some of these players in the $6 million range, I don't think any of these players are getting that kind of money at this point. The fact of the matter is it's July 20th. The Seahawks brought their rookies in. What was that on this past Friday? Everyone will have their veterans in camp by the 28th. So today's July 20th. In 5 days, the rookies report for the Jets for training camp. So yeah, baby, we're 8 days away from the veterans reporting for the New York Jets. The first practice is 9 days away, folks. We're less than 10 days away from the first New York Jets training camp practice. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Mark Cicchetti says, who's likely to get cut by a team? It's an impossible exercise to do. But when we get closer, we'll vet possible waiver wire targets. Again, the Jets have the number 2 overall waiver wire priority. I always give a shout out to EZ when we talk about this because this is a unique way to improve your team. The Jets were terrible last year. One of the benefits is you have the number 2 overall waiver wire priority. It's based on the draft order throughout the offseason and through the first month of the season. It doesn't become reverse order of standings until October. So the Jets have a unique advantage. They will have the second whack at every player that gets waived over the coming weeks and months, because August and September. So this is a unique opportunity. Think of over the years, they've added Quincy Williams, they've added Braxton Berrios, they've added John Franklin Myers. They've gotten lucky of adding a guy that ends up doing something. So, yeah, that's a great opportunity. The Raiders, of course, have the first whack at said players, but every time you claim a player off waivers, you immediately have to cut somebody. That's part of the trade-off. So if you're not willing to do that, then you can't claim a player, and thus the Jets will get those opportunities. So keep that in mind. Darren McCollum asked, BG, can you do a show about Indy and how bad they could be during the downtime? Sure. Yeah, we're running out of downtime, but yeah, I'll try to see if I can get a Colts reporter on. That could be fascinating. Try to get, a pulse of the team. I'll write that down. It's a good idea, Darren. Let me put that on the sheet here. Let me get a different colored pen. I'll write that on my sheet. I like that idea. Colts State of the Address show. Nice. That's a good idea. You guys can always send topic ideas if you'd like. Colts State of the Address 2026. That'd be fascinating. Of course, we hold their first round pick. Good idea, Darren. Just added that to my notebook. Appreciate that. NC Green says, Jets will use that number 2 waiver wire to pick up a backup quarterback. Could totally see that. That's totally on the table, NC Green. I could see that, again, for all the positions of need we've already talked about. Off-ball linebacker. Interior offensive line, quarterback. Who else? What would be ask myself a question. Who would be a surprising position the Jets targeted with their number 2 overall waiver wire priority? Maybe a running back? Add a 4th guy? You have Kene Nwanwu, he doesn't get many carries. You have Braylon, you have Isaiah Davis, Breece Hall. Maybe there's a running back there. Maybe I'm trying to think of a surprise. What would be a surprise position? Pass rusher wouldn't be a surprise. Off-ball linebacker wouldn't be a surprise. Corner, maybe? Corner? Yeah. asking myself difficult questions to try to figure out. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. By the way, I want to do this. Thank you to everyone that's joined us so far. We got 145 people in the room. Let's freaking go, baby. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys out in the audience. Something else I appreciate. I want to give a huge shout out to this guy. Nick Shine yesterday had the famous, awesome Wayne Corbett on the show. Here's a screenshot from their show last night. Wayne was on there for over 2 hours. I have not got to see the full show, Nick. I was out with my family at the drive-in theater last night, but I got to watch a chunk of it this morning. I want to give a huge shout out to the Nick Shine Show. If you guys have not subscribed, feel free to do so. I'll hide the scrolling ticker so you can see, for the people that are watching the show, you guys can see a little bit more of this screenshot of the Nick Shine Show. Yeah, man. I'm very proud of Nick. Great show. Wayne was super cool. They had some fun stories. They're busting each other's chops a bit. Wayne Corbett was on the show last night, the Nick Shine Show, on Sunday night, July 19th. And a lot of fun. Some great super chats from people and member shout outs and great stories. And when fellow brothers in arms, I know a lot of people go like, oh, man, you guys are all competition with each other. And there is a competitive juice. Like when someone gets a good interview, I'm like, damn, respect. There's a respectful competitiveness. So he's gotten Wayne Corbett, Ken O'Brien. He said some people I've never had on my show before. Respect, Nick. Tip of the cap, man. This is a competitive business. I respect the hell out of you, man. And you had a fun interview with Wayne. So congratulations, sir. And if you people have not checked it out yet, I highly recommend it. Wayne, like I said, was on the show for 2 hours and like 20 minutes or something. It was nuts. And Wayne answered questions and comments and told stories. It was pretty cool. So huge shout out to Nick Shine. Wanted to make sure I gave him his flowers this morning here on the program. Massive respect. Massive respect. Jake Asman says, with a member shout out, 2 years. Jake Asman has supported this channel. So much respect and thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Is it right, Loda? Wow. Boy Green Daily on a Monday in July. Magic, folks. Thank you, Jake Asman. Yes, sir. I love doing the show every day. And speaking of this show, this is not official. I'll make a graphic and do a big announcement, but it does appear with all the voting. And thank you guys for all the voting on Discord and YouTube. And a lot of people reached out in different texts and DMs and about the future of the show. And not that it's going away. So if you're just listening to this and freaking out, not at all. But I picked up an indirect job with the Buffalo Bills through my radio station. Great honor. Appreciate them considering me for this position. To have a chance to work with or around an NFL team is an honor. It sucks it's the Buffalo Bills. I wish it was the Jets, but hey, you gotta be somewhere, man. And long story short, this is a job Monday through Friday that I will have to be at the radio station for, and thus, if Boy Green Daily started at 7:30 in the morning, as they have for many years, it would be a shorter show. So it looks like, outside of barring some late change, starting in August, which is coming up rapidly here, it's July 20th. What do we got here? Got like less than 2 weeks left. Starting in August, it appears that Boy Green Daily throughout the entire 7 days will be moving from 7:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern time. As a few people reached out that said, hey, Paul, I'm going to be honest, I listen to the show after the fact, so whether it's 7 a.m. or 7:30 does not matter to me. I listen to it later in the day. But for the people that engage with the show live, which I really appreciate, all the comments and everything, it appears that the show will be moving to 7 a.m. permanently. 7 days a week. I don't want to confuse people with different weekend times or weekday times. So it appears the show will be going to 7 a.m. And I will at least give you an hour every day. And some days it can be more. And then depending on weather and getting to the radio station in time, that's basically what it's all about. It does not appear there will be a consistent second show, but Mondays I do a second show of Manchild starting in August. Those shows will be at 3 o'clock on Monday. On Wednesday, it'll be 3 o'clock. So you'll get a second show then. And I plan on doing a bunch of these bonus interviews. As I already mentioned, we are going to be interviewing John Schmidt, Super Bowl III legend, either sometime today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. We'll see when it ends up being. So there will be bonus interviews. I'll be efforting those all the time. So there won't be a second show, it looks like, with my schedule. I was trying to see how I would be able to balance it. It didn't look like I would be able to. But I promise you, we'll have at least an hour episodes of Boy Green Dailies every day. on Sundays for game day content, you guys are going to get a Boy Green Daily pregame show, basically. You guys are going to get a Boy Green Daily live play-by-play. Now, a few games I will be at this year, so it'll be a few less of those kind of programs for you guys, but we'll have those. We'll have post-game shows, so game days are going to be 5, 6, 7 hours of coverage. So we will more than make up for it, I promise. But this is not official yet, but that is where things are trending. So appreciate that, Jake. Thank you for the kind words, sir. But appears that's the direction we'll be heading. And thank you guys for all the feedback on optionality. Mark Cicchetti says, by the way, what movie did you see? First off, I just want to give a shout out to the Midway Drive-In in Minetto, New York. Apparently, I didn't know this. It's the only drive-in movie theater that is in the state of New York. So I'm very lucky that I'm close enough to be able to go to it. That's amazing. It has been, and they announced this before the movie start. I'm like, damn, that's so cool. Like, I appreciate history. This drive-in movie theater that I was at last night has been in operation every year since 1940 at the same location, which is amazing. Wow. But to answer the question, Mark Cicchetti, I took the kids out. We got to see back-to-back features, 2 features last night. It was Moana. So, Maui and Moana and Hey Hey or Hee Hee or I don't know. And Pua and the whole gang with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a wig. So I did see that. And then the second movie was Toy Story 5. I didn't even know there was going to be a 5. It came out in 1995. So that there's been 5 movies is crazy. But I've enjoyed both. The kids, they got to see movies, which is cool. So, yeah, that was awesome. It's cool to bring the family, drive in, get some food, get some popcorn, enjoy the movies, spend some quality time with the family. So that was very nice. So 2 kid movies, got the 2 features. Very nice. Driving $10 an adult. My kids are too young, so they were free. Great. And, yeah, so $20 driving. Come on. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Beautiful. Thank you, Mark, for asking. For sure. Oh, good Lord. I hope I don't have to do the show, Mac, but I appreciate it. How about a show on who the Darren Muji targets if they fired AG mid-season? I'm hoping AG the best. Yeah, certainly. Again, I don't want to hope that happens, but Mac, if that were to happen, of course, that would be a show. We'd have to that would be, if they fired him midway through the season must not be going well, which is unfortunate. But yes, we would definitely do targets and explain optionality and things of that nature. And I assume a big name on the Jets list will be Kevin O'Connell, who obviously has the previous relationship with Darren Muji. Jake Asman was on this a long time ago about that possibility of those two reuniting, former San Diego State teammates. They're both quarterbacks. Again, I hope we don't have to have that show. I want us to have a winning season. I want us to be competitive. I want us to hopefully make the playoffs. I mean, that would be cool. We have not done – I was texting Jake Asman about this. We have not had winning football since we've been doing Jets content creation.
Playoffs? Are you talking about the playoffs?
Yes, Grandpa, I am. And unfortunately not. Like, to think that all of our channels have been born and have coexisted in a non-playoff world, non-competitive world, quite frankly, is sort of stunning. So I hope that this year is different. And there's some reasons for optimism of why I believe it will be. But, yeah, man. Yeah. So yes, of course, that's a great suggestion, Mac. We would definitely do that if that presented itself. Hopefully it doesn't. QAA, my man on Twitter, BG in the AM like omelets. I've never had an omelet actually in my entire life. No. It just the mood hasn't struck. I've never had an omelet in my life. I don't know. Do I ever want an omelet? I'm not sure. I'm like aiming to check that off the bucket list either. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it was a good double feature. Yeah. Beautiful. Robert says, here is this comment. Other content creators work for teams other than the ones they root for. Yeah, I see it all the time, as a matter of fact. I do. I've always wanted to work with the Jets. My dream job, and I've said this before, but my dream job is to work for the New York Jets. To be in their facility, to help them be better in any way that is. interviewing players, writing articles, anything. I mean, that would be great. In a perfect world, to be some digital content creation, helping with podcasts, helping with topics, helping with on-air stuff, off-air stuff. I'd love to do it all. And, if the Jets win the Super Bowl, I get a Super Bowl ring, baby. And that would just make you feel like part of the team, like it's just cool. So I hope one day that happens. But if it does not, I love doing this. I love this show. I love doing it. Heavy.com has employed me for, I just celebrated 5 years in April. So I'm very blessed to work for Heavy, a company that believes in me and has always stood by my side. I love that for Heavy. So that's cool. And I've worked for my radio station now for 11 years. Now, there was a gap in time where I went from the Score 1260 to ESPN Radio New York. That was great to check that off the bucket list, but I'm glad I'm back home with the Score 1260. So, yeah, man, I've been very blessed. I got a lot of jobs, some recent new social media jobs. So I feel very well-rounded. But I hope one day I do get to work for the Jets. That would be a great honor. And we'll see if that happens in the future. NC Green says, I don't believe AG will get fired unless it's obviously lost steam. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday on the Rich Eisen show. Not on the Rich Eisen show, on the show in which I talked about Rich Eisen, to clarify. And I don't, like, it would have to be nuts because, again, if AG had this terrible record, which, again, I hope does not happen, Woody Johnson got a lot of heat when he fired Robert Saleh, which was the first time he ever fired a coach in the middle of a season. He got a lot of heat for that decision, and obviously it didn't pan out either. It's not like the Jets turned around their season. So I don't know how quick he would be to do that for Aaron Glenn. But again, when you have unprecedented circumstances, anything could happen. He starts 0-7 again. Anything, I guess, is on the table. But maybe to NC Green's point, it's not until you lose the locker room or something like that. Yeah. Mark Cicchetti says, the takeaway from the Wayne interview on the Nick Shine show for me was his commitment as a player and the toll it took on his body, clearly at the end with the concussion. So, he's dedicated. But he's also, the other thing I would say you could take from the interview, and also I can tell you from meeting him in person, is that there is an authenticness there, an authenticity. There is a genuineness. He and John LG, we talked about this several times. He cared about you. He even said it to Nick at the beginning of the interview, like Nick's asking him how he's doing, and Wayne's like, "No, how are you doing?" Like he's curious about other people. Maybe he's just a curious person. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time around him to know, but he just seems like a curious person. And like some people say, "Hey, how are you?" but they don't care the response. Wayne cares. Wayne will engage you on your life. So no, that's very cool. That's very cool. Let's do a couple of things here. I want to open up the phone lines to the fans. But for those who are new to the channel or old to the channel, since June 1st, okay, we have been doing a weight loss challenge here on Boy Green Daily. And again, no pressure. No one in the audience has to participate. You may be in great shape. I don't know. And I don't see all you guys or gals. But for me, I realized that after I had reconstructive knee surgery a few years ago, I put on a lot of weight, more weight than I ever have in my life. And I've was over at my worst, and I guess I'm no longer at my worst because I've lost weight, but at my worst, I was 200 plus pounds. And that's a terrible place to be for me, but I don't judge anyone else's journey. You can be whatever weight you want to be. I'm just talking about my journey here. So I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable or anything. But on June 1st, I weighed in at just under 213 pounds. That's the fattest I've ever been in my life. In my prime of like, it's a little after high school football. Like when I got out of football and I was just doing sparring and taekwondo stuff, I was about 150 pounds. So being 213 pounds, do the math, I'm 60 pounds heavier than I was like in my prime. And yeah, there's a little muscle in there. Not enough to explain that weight. Okay. So I've been doing this weight loss challenge since June. Every Monday, I've been giving you guys an update. Hey, here's the weight I've lost or gained. We've gained weight once doing this process. And last week, we didn't participate because Gangrene Beach Club. I ended up spending the extra day in Gangrene Beach Club. So Hep just said, take the week off. We'll weigh in next week. So I weighed in before today's show. There we go. Let me get my notes here. We wait in before let's get the drum rolling. Let me see. I know I have that sound somewhere. Here we go. Drum roll, please. On June 1st, I weighed just under 213 pounds. Here on July 20th, right before the show, I weighed myself in 204.8 pounds. This is the lowest I've been the entire journey. When I weighed in 2 weeks ago, I was 206.6. So essentially, we've lost 2 pounds. So hey now. Since July 6th, we've lost essentially another 2 pounds, 1.8 pounds. Awesome. And again, my first goal is to get under 200. But I don't want to get under 200. I'm 199 or whatever it says on the scale when I finally get under there. And just, woohoo, let's celebrate with food. And then I get back over 200. I want to get under 200, and then I never want to see 200 again. But again, that's my journey. Everyone else's is different. So right now, at this moment in time, I have 204.8 pounds. And I am dedicated. I am motivated. I am fired up to be under 200 and get back to a healthy weight. I want to be around for my children forever, as long as possible. And I just want to be a healthier person. I want to be able to run around. I got a big beer gut right here. I want to get rid of that if I can. I love food. That's my problem. I love food. I love working out too. So like that sort of lit a fire, and that's something Hep speculated about before we started this journey. And once you sort of get back into the groove of the thing, you're going to be fired up to like, go like, yeah. Like when I'm working out, I'm like, hey, I could go longer. Go longer. I'm sweating more. I'm like, yeah, baby, this got to be good. I got to be losing weight. This is awesome. So it does sort of light that competitive fire that exists deep somewhere there in Boy Greenland for sure. Yeah. So 204.8 is the weight this morning. Man, I think we can. Before the season, can we get under 200? Can that happen in the middle of August somewhere maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I'm working my tush off, that's for sure, to try to do that, everything in my power. So thank you to the audience. Thank you for the audience, for anyone who participates in this. Excellent. For anyone that wants to share their journey, I'll read your comments and your weight loss. That's awesome. So yeah, baby, this is excellent. And I love we're mixing this in with all the Jets coverage. Craig Mechanic says 272 Boy Green. Working out has definitely slowed down my weight loss. Keep it up, brother. Hey, there you go, baby. Yeah. Yeah, it's, or hopefully increased your weight loss rather. Max says, if the Jets are 0-4, then you guarantee we will see Cade Klubnik week 5. I mean, shoot, that'd be crazy for our tailgate for our to be the Cade Klubnik debut. I mean, that would be historic, hopefully in a good way, of seeing him for the very first time. That'd be cool. But no, obviously I hope Gino's the guy for the season. I mean, if Cade's ready, then that would be a pleasant surprise of like we found a young rookie quarterback that's got some pizzazz. That'd be crazy. I don't think we're 0-4 if they go to Cade Klubnik. I don't think so. I think Gino's going to have a very long leash. Barring if he's throwing, if he is having Justin Fields stat lines or he is like just completely out of it. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, he has 4 picks, 5 picks, 4 picks, 5 picks. Then like Gino, like AG's like Jesus. Like if he already has like 13 picks or something, like 4 touchdowns to 13 picks. Okay, maybe at that point, like he's playing so egregiously, so recklessly. Again, I guess you have to always leave the door open for anything. You can't. There's no absolutes. Like, there's no way Cade Klubnik's in week 5. It would have to be a very unforeseen circumstance for that to happen. Jets fandom says, get those steps in 100%. So yeah. I enjoy getting the steps in. We have a treadmill here at the house, not like a big treadmill, the one that's on the floor. And I love getting on the treadmill every day and just getting in my hour and a half or something of working out. Like that's very good. That's a, I don't want to call it an easy workout, but it's just easy to do. You just get on there and just go. You can watch a show. You can talk to your family, you can get on a phone, do whatever. Like that's a good one for me. NY Jets fandom says, your young Paul, limit the fats and sugars and your weight should melt off. I think the fact that I've completely removed soda outside of like when we're at the drive-in, I had a soda. If we're out at a restaurant, most of the time I drink water, but every once in a while I'll have a soda. So like I've mostly eliminated it. I barely have it anymore. I've been bad on that over the last week. I've had a little bit more than I've had in the past, but that's been mostly eliminated. I solely drink water at home. Maybe every once in a while I mix in a Gatorade now. But yeah, so I feel like I'm doing very well. So let's see. But not getting satisfied with this. There's much more to do. Much more to do. Okay, before we go to the phone lines, yeah, Robert 80C, Robert C 807 says, walk 10,000 steps a day, take off a day every 4 days, you'll lose weight fast. Cool. I've not been taking days off for the walking, but that's awesome. Beautiful. Congrats, BG. Lean, mean boy green. Good words. Thank you. JR327 says, Cade starts his first game at home. I'll take you to that, BG. All right, JR327, let's go. I can't wait for that Packers game in week 2. That'll be awesome. I've never gone to I've very rarely gone to multiple Jets game in a year because I've never lived close enough. But this year I will be going to 3 games in the first 5 weeks of the season. That is crazy. I'm going to week 1 in Nashville. That's all booked up. Week 2, I just secured my lodgings for week 2, which makes it official. So JR327, can't wait to be with you and your son for the Packers game. That's awesome. And of course, we'll be there for Jets Browns, which I'll talk about here in a second. So JR327, a 4th game. Oh boy. Yeah, if it's beyond the ones we're going to, that'd be crazy, man. But I appreciate the invite. Yeah. Let's do this, folks. Let's talk about this because we're running out of time. Before we open up the phone lines, let's talk about our raffle giveaway this month. This is our biggest giveaway we've ever done in the history of the show. I love trying to give back to the community. Our community is an awesome place. And this is my chance, opportunity to try to help someone out there in the audience. We are hosting a tailgate for the Week 5 New York Jets vs. Cleveland Browns game. That is Sunday, October 11th. Now, if you just want to go to a game, which, by the way, we have a few more spots left. If you just want to come to the game and say, Paul, I want to go to either the game or the tailgate, we have about 30 tickets left for the tailgate. They're $50 a pop, by the way, if you want to come. If you're a season ticket holder, you just want to come to our party, reach out ASAP because I'm going to want to make an aggressive push here to lock it in. So that's something I'm going to want to do here and increase the heat and eventually sell out our tailgate. Hopefully we're able to do that, which will be great. They're $50 a pop, so we got about 30 tickets left, which is cool. But for this giveaway this month, 2 tickets to the Jets Browns game, section 118. That's where we're sitting for the game. 2 field access tickets. You'll see the players warm up before the game. Cool experience. And then 2 full tailgate passes, where you get the great food from Chef Kevin Gilbert, professionally catered food, and water and non-alcoholic drinks before the game. 2 tickets a game, 2 field access tickets, 2 full tailgate passes. That full package ranges at least $600, but more. It's like $650 or something. Is how much it would cost you if you came to me and said, hey, buddy, like, let's go. I want to go, and that's $650. But I'm giving you guys an opportunity out there in the audience to go to an NFL game for far cheaper. Each raffle ticket this month to have a chance to win these fabulous prizes are $25 a piece. You can Venmo or PayPal me at BoyGreen25. That's my handle on all social media, so it should make it easy to find me. Make sure you're sending it to the right person. It's at BoyGreen25. Boy, girl, boy, B-O-Y, like gender. The color, green, Green, and then the digits 25, which is my high school jersey number for football. When I was playing varsity football, was 25. I got my jersey in the closet somewhere. So BoyGreen25. Send $25 to my Venmo or PayPal, either one, with your name, your nickname either on the show or your first and last name, and a good email for you, and I will add you to the list. You are in. Raffle tickets are $25 a piece. If you have 1 raffle ticket, you've got a shot. We have less raffle tickets this month than any contest before because raffle tickets are more expensive. So naturally, not everyone is going to buy a raffle ticket. So that means you have a greater shot to win. And obviously, the more raffle tickets you have, the better your chances are of winning this thing. So, folks, we only do one of these every year in terms of this size. The rest of the normal raffles are $3 a piece. So take full advantage, baby. You can buy raffle tickets for yourself. You can buy raffle tickets for your neighbor. If you have a coffee club member, an espresso club member, or a Jets fan in the audience, you're like, you know what? They'd really appreciate this. Their birthday's coming up, Christmas, whatever, early gift. Feel free to buy them a ticket. Say, hey, here's $25, Paul. If I win, I want to give it to Johnny. I want to give it to Bobby. I want to give it to Freddie. Whatever. you guys can feel free to do that as well. So good luck to all those in the audience. We are drawing this winner at random on August 1st. So you guys still have another 11 days to get your raffle tickets in. And once the door closes at midnight on July 31st, the contest is over. And like I said, we'll drop the next day, which is a Saturday. I'll be with Hop on Pop on August 1st, which is also Get Back Together weekend. That'll be the Jets' only practice open to the general public. I probably won't be there because I don't have a ticket. But for those that are there, go enjoy. So, yeah, that'll be awesome. We'll be giving away that ticket, which is terrific. Great. Anywho, just wanted to give that plug before the show. Again, I'll keep my eye on my phone, Venmo, PayPal here. So let's go. Let's keep it rolling. So, again, I have my phone out just in case any Venmo or PayPal hits come in. Also, of course, you can cumulatively add it up on YouTube. If you send in enough super chats or membership gifting, you guys can also get there from that perspective, which is great. All right, let's do this. We'll open up the phone lines. Welcome in your phone calls. Kevin Zeitler, Josh Myers, training camp coming in 9 days in terms of the first practice. All of that is on the table. Again, I'll also let you guys know we'll be back live for a second show today at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m., and perhaps potentially a third show if the John Schmidt interview ends up happening today. But that'll be for Coffee Club and Espresso Club members only. If you guys want to make sure you don't miss that interview, hit that join button. It's one of the perks of being in the Coffee Club and the Espresso Club, or the bonus interviews that we do that you guys get early access to. One of the cool perks of being a Coffee Club or Espresso Club member. If you don't want to miss that, hit that join button, baby. Hit that join button. Let's go. All right, we'll do this. We will take a timeout and we'll welcome in your phone calls here on a beautiful Monday, July 20th.
1, 2, 3.
Go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Appreciate it. Like the video if you haven't already here on YouTube, and hit that subscribe button, baby, as we continue to grow the Boy Green family. The phone lines are open. That's a pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25. Let's go. All right, let's bring up the phone lines. It's Hep starting us off. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Paul. Hey, fellas. Hey, Paul. I can see it in your face. Congratulations on the. I mean, you're right there. You're right. You're right on the doorstep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you thinking? Maybe a week or so, and that's great. I'm really proud of you, man. That's really cool. I mean, you're so close.
It is like there was. It was during. Was it Gangrene Beach Club week or something? Like I was just feeling good. Like I said, there's these. We have this smart watch, so like it says, "Hey, do this much activity or this," and they're minimum amounts, whatever they are. I don't even know, like 30 minutes of workout. But like the cool thing is I've like checked it off. Like it buzzes when you like complete a ring, like you do the task you're supposed to do during the day. And the thing, like during Gangrene Beach Club week, and this has happened sporadically during the working out, like I'm not satisfied with the minimum. So like I've worked out for like an hour and a half, and I only had to technically, according to the watch, work out for like 30 minutes. And I weighed in Gangrene Beach Club week at like, let me see, what would that have been? 203 or something. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I just felt it. And I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna hit pedal to the metal, and I'm gonna grind harder than I've ever grinded. Maybe I'll just lose all the weight in like this time. And then
Sunday dinner.
Yeah, right. And then we went to Gangrene Beach Club, and then the way I was eating, and then I'm sure this was a magnificent, palatial estate. I'm sure they had a gym somewhere in there, but I
Sure.
could barely find my room, for God's sake. So like that, finding this gym, it didn't happen. But I was telling my fiance, ooh, like, I've never gone to even in my most competitive, like best shape of my life. When I went to a hotel for whatever reason, I didn't find the gym to go work out. I've never done that in my life.
Yeah.
But this time going, it was on both of me and my fiance's mind because we're both losing weight, and she's lost. She's lost 35 pounds so far during this journey. So,
Go, T, go.
and if anyone's ever watched those Biggest Loser shows for women and losing percentage of weight, like for her to, like, normally, I don't know how all the science or whatever works, but normally, like when a woman loses weight on Biggest Loser, it's normally not as much as the guys. The guys are losing like crazy amounts of weight, but the percentages don't always equate. Like less of a weight for a woman is because women are normally smaller. But anywho, so she's like 35 pounds. I'm like, oh dear God. So clearly, what she's been doing has been awesome, and that's inspiring me. And so it's been pretty cool.
She's smoking you, dude.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And I'm a competitive son of a gun. And it's funny when I have these small victories, she's lost way more weight than I have. But like when she sees, because she sees me sometimes when I'm in the morning on the Monday, stepping on the scale. And sometimes I do the Bob thing. I'm like, let me just check. That happened Gangrene Beach a couple weeks. Let me just hop on there. I'm feeling good. Let me see what it says. And she'll see the weight. I just see her like sort of muttering, like, oh, I can't believe, like, and it's good. There's like a healthy competitive thing which is going on, so that's cool. But yeah, so I thought Gangrene Beach Club would come like, oh yeah, blank yeah, like I am gonna freaking get it. And then I let the cart off the horse there, but no, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Just same thing with the 10,000 subscriber thing. That's gonna happen at some point. This is going to happen. I can't wait. That'll be a seismic, really cool day on the show. And again, the key is, and I think this probably happens to a lot of people, is you reach whatever your goal is and then just go, oh, thank God, now I can get back to doing whatever I was doing. And then, of course, you're going to fall back into that way. So I need to find, and I think what I'm doing is very sustainable. And I think that's important for a diet or workout or anything. Can you do stuff sustainable?
Yeah. I can see it in your face. You seem a little thinner in the face.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got down to, I got down to 150. I'm still at 151, but I've been adding some a little bit of weight training to my chest to try to lift my man boobs up and get
I feel you there.
So I've been sometimes muscle will add a little weight, but I've been still just around 151. I just not moving off of that, but I'm still doing that, and I'm actually doing that from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock eating.
Oh, the fasting.
Yeah, so I just eat from 2 o'clock to 6. That's my window.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. I'm like, I do get hungry like that last half hour is when I'm like, I'll start preparing my food and get it like just ready for the grill, like drop it, And I've been doing your thing a lot. The egg, the burger with the egg on top.
Over, is it? Yep.
Because you need a lot of protein and stuff. But anyway, but I'd be happy on the Jet news. I'd be happy to bring in another offensive lineman, definitely an interior lineman, and I think that'd be perfect for what we need to do this year. Like you said, 2 years in a row, no injuries. But actually, we did have an injury before the season even started.
That's true. ABT. Right. Because if, it's funny, the narrative, right? Right. We said, man, starting 5 all year long. And that's true. Technically, that's true. The same 5 all year long. And no other NFL team did that last year. And the Jets hadn't done that in 14 years. That is all accurate information. However, if ABT waited a week to have this, that clearly would not have been the case, obviously. And the Jets would have had at least the one change. But it is funny how the timing works. That just, and again, you would think that is the most it's the Jets had a few days, I guess, but a few days is not a lot of time to like say, oh, geez, you here. But yeah, I mean, credit to the Jets and AG and the offensive line coach and everything. Respect that, you guys all like that is a ABT we all thought had perhaps among the most potential on the team, and for him to just go down and you lose him for him to rally the group and they didn't fall apart from that perspective. I give AG good. And the group a lot of credit. Sure.
Yeah. Well, Paul, I'm really proud of you and T, and congratulations.
You,
I'll see you on the rebound.
There he is, Hep. And Hep, it was great to see Hep, of course, at the Gangrene Beach Club event. Let me do two things here. First off, let me check. I believe we got a raffle ticket in. Let me see. Okay, let me double check. Hang on tight. Zelle is also an option here, so I appreciate that. I believe we got a raffle ticket in, so let me hit the old double check button. Hang on tight, folks. I believe so. Let me see. Yes. Okay, boom shakalaka, and more raffle tickets coming off in the chat. We'll get to that in a second. So let's give a huge shout out to JR327.
Wow.
Thank you, buddy. He just sent in a $25 Zelle, which again is my email. I didn't mention that earlier, but that is also an option if you guys prefer. It's a PayPal or Venmo. My Zelle is my email. If you guys never know how to spell my email or forget something, if you go to my YouTube page in the information section, it says show me my email. If you go to the about section, it has my email in there, so you guys can also copy it from there. But that's my Zelle, Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. Try to follow up with me in some form of social media, like JR327 just said, hey, check your Zelle. And now I saw that he sent something in there because there's no message he can send with it. It's just a money transfer. But I assume at $25, I could have assumed what he was doing that for, but I appreciate the follow-up. So you guys can reach out to me on any social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I check Instagram and Twitter and that sort of thing more, or Discord. If you have me in Discord, that's another place to do it. But Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. So JR327, my brother from another mother, you are in the contest for another raffle ticket, sir. Let's go. Beautiful. JR327, you now have 7 raffle tickets. You've been in first place since the very beginning of this contest, and now you've increased your lead in first place. Thank you, JR327. Love you, brother. Thanks for adding another raffle ticket to the cause and supporting the show. You are the best, sir. So JR327, you have a 7th raffle ticket. Let me also put that on my big leaderboard behind the scenes. So excellent news. Yes, let's frickin' go, buddy. That is on the list. You just made the list. Love that. All right, before we go back to the phone lines, I see we got another message out there in the audience. Let's frickin' go. Rob Daniels ain't satisfied, baby. A $50 super chat. Let's frickin' go. Zariah Luna?
Wow.
Rob Daniels, another 50 spot, which of course is 2 more raffle tickets to the contest. So Rob, let me find you on my sheet here. Let's frickin' go. There you are. Boom shakalaka. You now have 6 raffle tickets to the contest, Rob. That's what I'm frickin' talking about, baby. Let's go. Let me double check my sheet here. You now take sole possession of second place. You've just leapfrogged Mac Attack here, who has 5 raffle tickets. So great news there. Thank you, Rob. Excellent. So here is the updated leaderboard. Let me get everybody in here on the show. Appreciate that. And thank you, Rob. And I'll read out your message here in just a moment. And I'll read out everybody here to make sure everyone gets some love here on the program. But Rob, let's frickin' go, baby. Here it is. Here's the update. Then I'll read your message, Rob. Okay. Yeah, there it is. All right. So here is everyone that has entered the contest so far. JR327 has 7 raffle tickets to our contest. He just added one via Zelle, which again is always an option. Rob Daniels now has 6 raffle tickets. I'll read your super chat message here in a second, Rob. Mac Mahar Khalil has 5 raffle tickets. He's in 3rd place. We have a tie in 4th place with Damian Miller, number 1 Austrian Jets fan, and NC Green. Each have 4 raffle tickets apiece. In 5th place, we have Ed Vargas, who has 3 raffle tickets. In 6th place, we have Ron Weiss, Ricky New York Live, T-Town Jet, Izzy Jet 732, DNY for Life, each have 2 raffle tickets. And in 7th place is Jim Breeze, Chubb for Club, the Tennessee Jet. We have John LG, Brian Nicoloy, NY Jets FL, Danger Zone, Cisco Lopez, the Nick Shine Show, and the Big Fella each have 1 raffle ticket apiece. Again, if you guys have 1 raffle ticket, you've got a shot. It is up to random wheel spinning. I have no idea what's going to happen. I can't predict that sort of thing. That's on August 1st. Saturday, August 1st is when we will draw that winner. So, Rob Daniels, you got 2 more raffle tickets, buddy. You are firmly in this contest. Beautiful. $50 freaking super chat, baby. Let's freaking go. I got to celebrate it one more time before we read your message. Let's go.
Jets, 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 Jets.
Jet Mikey. All right, Rob Daniels says, your show starts my morning off every morning, then followed by Jake Asman. I appreciate the content, usually just watching the background because I'm always at work listening, but maybe I'll call on one day. I enjoy all the callers and the interviews. Well, Rob, thank you for saying that. Thank you for supporting the show in this way. Thank you. That helps support my family. Like I said, I've mentioned this before, but hopefully things continue to go in the right direction, that I move into a brand new house at the end of next month, right in the middle of my busiest time, but that's all right. That's how life works sometimes. And all your guys' super chats and everything help me support my family. So you guys watching the show for free help support my family. You guys liking the videos help support my family. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Jake Ashman's great. I've gotten to know him a lot. I've got to work with him behind the scenes, on the scenes, all kinds of things. So Jake's great. For anyone that enjoys Jake, they should. He's got a massive following. He's earned it. I saw some of his work at Barrett Sports Media, where he's trying to help the youth, help the next generation with YouTube channels and stuff. That's super inspirational. That's cool. And I will tell you this, Rob, being in radio, 99% of the audience watches this show and never says a word. There's a bunch of, and I meet them sometimes at the tailgate, like, hey, man, my name is Freddie111444. I never comment, but I watch the show every day. And I'm like, damn, man, that hits. Thank you. I've heard some nice words when we were at the Gangrene Beach Club, but people coming up, that's very meaningful to me. So I appreciate that. And some people work so they can't, but some people just choose not to. Like, they just enjoy watching the show. So, Rob, I hope you do call in one day if that's something you want to do. Hopefully, you potentially win this raffle. I get to meet you. That'd be great to meet so many people in person. I've met a bunch of you in person. Some of you I haven't. So I hope we get the opportunity with the Jets-Browns game coming up. That'd be terrific. So, Rob, thank you again for the raffle tickets. Thank you for the kind words. And, this show has evolved over the years. Easy said it the other day. He says I've mellowed out. I used to be and I feel like I'm still super high energy, but all my craziness has sort of been reined in, I think. Maybe it's just me getting older. I don't know. I'm still a wild bad, I think, but it's sort of reined in a little. We have interviews, we have callers. We didn't always have callers on the show. So yeah, the show has evolved. And hey, like anything in life, things should evolve. So Rob, thank you, sir. Appreciate the words. Thank you. Let's frickin' go. Whoa, we've got another friggin' super chat. Good night. Izzy Jet 732 with a $50 frickin' super chat. Whoa, Mama Sita.
Wow.
Izzy Jet 732, this is your second $50 super chat within the last week. I think your last one was during the Randy Rasmussen interview, and now you have 4 raffle tickets to the freaking contest.
Kevin James. I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Let's frickin' go. Thank you for the super chat. Izzy Jet 723. You are in a big tie for 4th place now with your 4th raffle ticket in this mix. Congratulations. Great. And good luck with the contest. Yeah, I just hope whoever wins this really appreciates it and makes the most of it. Has a great time. So Izzy Jet, thank you for the support of the show. And let's frickin' go, Izzy. Yeah. Izzy. Oi, oi, oi. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's just sort of the first thing that came to my mind. Thanks, Izzy. JR327 says, if I win, I'm just going to give it away. That's super cool of you, JR327. Thank you. Lou B did that last year. It was a very kind gesture from Lou B. So, hey, baby. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that, JR327. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Oh, goodness gracious. This is huge. And there's only one way to introduce this person on the show. Let's bring on this individual who is a legendary caller to this program. And today is a very special day in the neighborhood. Yes. Like the yeehaw thing when it's someone's birthday and you got to jump on a saddle?
I think so.
All right, yeah, lay it on us. It'll remind me of
what
Happy birthday, Mr. Legend Famous Fulton. I can't hear you, pal. Oh, no.
Can you hear me now, Paul?
Yes, now I got you. Happy birthday, Mr. Legend Famous Fulton.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Of course. What are you, 27 years young now?
27. Yep.
How does it feel to be 27, pal?
It feels pretty good.
Okay.
Almost in my 30s soon, so.
Whoa. Hey, let's not rush it, pal. All right.
I
remember
know.
hitting 30. Enjoy 27. 27 is a great age. It's a great year.
Yeah, it's
pal.
a big number, so.
It's a big number. It's a big number, pal. Absolutely a big number.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. Do you enjoy birthdays? Are birthdays pretty special for you?
I sure do. Yes, I enjoyed them every single time.
My fiance loves birthdays. Like it's a birth month. She has a 2-week pregame, 2-week postgame. She loves birthdays. Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Is your fiance here today, or is she?
Yeah, she's she's still alive on this planet. She's sleeping right now, though. She never. Yeah, I guess I can't remember the last time she's made an appearance on the show. One of these times, I got to get her on the show. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yes.
Yeah, I got to do that. That's a good suggestion, Mr. Legend Famous Fulton. I'll work on that.
Yep. So. Yeah, so I got a busy day today. So
what's on the docket?
On my special day today, I'm going to the day program today. We're going to Forest Park for putt today.
Oh, putt! I love putt.
Nice. After putt, after the day program, I'm going to go to dinner with my mom.
Cool. Where are you guys going?
We'll probably go to like Mexican or Logan's Roadhouse or something.
What's your Mexican order? What food do you get if you
I get grilled chicken, and then I'll probably get some rice and beans.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe some chips and everything. So.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's yes, muy bueno. Okay, nice. Okay, all right.
Yep. Yeah. So, and then I got CrossFit.
Oh, you do CrossFit?
Yep, for Special Olympics. Yep.
Oh, cool! Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. It sounds like you have a jam-packed day, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a busy day for me.
Well, great. Well, the chat is absolutely raining with happy birthday messages to the legend, Mr. Famous Fulton, as they should be. You're a special person, and we love that you're a part of our family.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. This is the best you guys give me every single time, and it's my entire life, and you guys are making this happen. It's so special for me and everything. And hopefully my journey will come, more journeys to come, more stories to tell.
Yeah.
More fun stuff to do. All that stuff. So
wait a second, Mr. Famous Fulton. I'm getting some breaking news. Wait.
What's going on here?
I'm being told that today, July 20th, 2026, is in fact, it's Mr. Legend Famous Fulton's birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've just gotten word that is true.
It is true.
Have you heard that news as well? That's breaking news.
Yep, it's true. Today's the day.
It's damn true, baby. Let's frickin' go. Congratulations, Mr. Legend Famous Fulton.
Thank you. You have any videos you might want to put on for the special man right here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Here we go. I love that one. Okay, here we go.
Jets, 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 Jets.
There you go. And thank you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for sharing your talent here on the show.
Yeah, you're welcome, Paul. We'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
You just bring so much laughter to the show, Mr. Legend Famous Fulton. You're such a bright light in our lives, and it's great to have you, pal.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it, man.
You enjoy the day, brother. Happy
I
birthday.
sure
pal.
will, and let me know if you need me for the co-host or anything.
Of course. You're number one on the list right now, pal.
All right, and hopefully, Chef Kevin Gilbert might be on here.
Oh yeah, what's today? Oh, Monday. Oh, he comes on Wednesdays. So we'll see if he makes a special appearance for you, but we'll see. But hey, we got the famous Fulton key lime pie coming in a couple of months.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yep, you should be. All right, Mr. Legend, famous Fulton. We'll see you again soon, pal.
Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Of course. Let's go. And I'm getting some advice from Rex Ryan for you.
Make sure we play like the New York Jets and not some slap team. That's what I want to see tomorrow. Do we understand what the I want to see tomorrow? Let's go to eat a damn snack.
It's a language there, Mr. Legendary Famous Fulton. But the point was just get a snack, a birthday snack. Sorry for the language. A little off color. I apologize. Let's go back to the phone lines. We have an equally legendary caller. I don't know when his birthday is. I probably should. We're like best friends. How do I not know when this guy's birthday is? Let's bring him in. It's Lou B. Superjet. Is today your birthday, Lou B?
Tomorrow's my birthday, BJ.
Boom! See?
Yeah.
Back, belly to belly. You and famous. That's
yeah,
cool,
I know.
man.
It's so close. We're Cancer, so
I see.
It's a good sign.
Hey, what's on your birthday docket? I just got the full lowdown there from Mr. Legend Famous Fulton. I'm going to be honest, right? So we had this conversation, me and my fiance, about you the other day, and we're like, man, Lou B is such a special guy. What the hell do you get a guy that has everything? And me and her were talking about that over like a meal. We're like, damn. We've wanted to surprise you a few times. I'm like, how the hell do I surprise Lou B? He's the master of surprise. So we're still working on that behind the scenes. We're talking about that at a couple meals every once in a while. Like, damn, how do we? What do you get, Lou B? For goodness' sake, Lou B
The
has it
friendship
all.
of you and your family is good enough of a gift. But
okay, I appreciate
tomorrow for my birthday is a very special day for me because I've been working on a project for 3 years.
Wow!
I've been trying to get the theater that I bought, which is a 100-year-old theater, to get the ground level. And tomorrow we drop the cement to bring it up. And what it takes to do something like that in a 100-year-old building took close to 3 years of purchasing and planning and permitting and stuff like that. So it's not just put the cement up, but about a year of construction on that. And tomorrow I get to pour the concrete on my birthday. Over 20, 30 cement trucks, which it's going to be fun. But
congratulations, man. That's amazing.
Thank you. That's one thing I get to do. And I'll spend it with my family and whatnot. And But today I'm calling about everyone and their weight loss journey.
Oh, please.
Anyone who is over 30 pounds, of fat,
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, that's, I imagine that's everybody here. Oh, no. Okay.
This
full screen.
is the answer. I said it before. It's made by Lilly.
Okay.
Call your insurance company.
Yeah.
And you go to your doctor, and then your doctor gives a blood test, and they go through it. Now you could be pre-diabetic. You can be overweight, high blood pressure, cholesterol, all the numbers. Those numbers, by the way, are the things that kill you in life. So when you die, it's probably because your cholesterol's through the roof, your blood pressure's through the roof, too low, this, that, the other. This is the answer. This is the box it comes in. This is the answer. You take off the cap.
Okay.
You unlock it.
Okay.
Right. And it's as simple as this. This is my
wow. We're about to do this here. Okay. All right.
You put it in your arm.
Okay. Oh.
You shoot it. You hold it till it double clicks. It's gone. It's done. And I will not have a strong appetite for the next week. You do it once a week. This will save your life. I am telling you guys, there are other people that are, I'm not going to say in this chat, but in our community that have reached out to me and that are happily on it right now.
Okay.
And this is by Lilly. You guys have heard of Ozempic. That's one. That's one. Now there's rituatides. Obesity is over in this country. It truly is, because there's a cure. So I don't mean it's over today. I mean in the future. In the future, kids will have some type of suppressant like this and vitamins, they say. So we don't have to deal with obesity anymore. It has a way out. And you guys should really just look into this because it could truly save your life. You can get extra years of your life by losing weight. If you can't do it the normal way, but this way doesn't make you lazy. This way makes you get inspired, makes you want to get on that treadmill, makes you want to lose weight. I'm telling you, I know so many people on it, and this is a really strong thing for your life. It's $25 a month when it's on insurance, and you will eat less, you will eat less, you will eat less. I'm just telling you guys, you really should try this.
What's the pain scale on that shot? Are you just a tough son of a gun and no pain phases you?
No, because the way they do it, BJ, is
okay.
You don't even feel it.
Oh, you didn't even feel nothing. Wow.
No,
okay.
It's so sharp. It's such a thin pin. Lily makes Viagra. So if there's anybody in this chat that thinks they haven't tried Viagra, so if you trust Lily with your special thing, you should trust Lily with your fat. Okay. So with that being said,
yes,
you guys ask your doctor about it. The side effects, 3 times I got really bad cramps in my stomach, but then you think about what you ate and it sort of ties into your own actions.
Oh, okay.
You will get inspired to lose weight. You will get on that treadmill and you will start to lose weight every single day. Wow. I lost probably 50 pounds. And
how long have you been on it now, Luby?
I've been on it for 2 years.
Okay. Wow.
All right. So it's not as strong for me as it was.
Oh, it wears down the more you use it?
It does. At the time that I came off and I got my appetite back and I went back on. You can also go up and down. Like today's 7.5. I actually have 10.0 on my refrigerator.
Okay.
So I'm going down now to try to when I go back up to 10. But your biggest concern will be buying pants that fit. Your wardrobe, it goes from
it's a good problem.
X's and X's to less. But anyone that's over 30 pounds of fat, obviously you guys all need to do this because that's the shit that'll kill you. Mm-hmm. Especially there's a lot of people that are older like me in this chat. You definitely need to try this, guys. I'm serious, really. Don't worry about the side effects. And the side effects of being obese are a lot worse than the side effects of this. This can give you like this, you can get that, but it doesn't kill you like obesity, man. People that have high cholesterol understand that one day you're going to stroke out. Mm-hmm. That's the future of high cholesterol. You guys got to pay attention to this shit.
So Lou B, do you think it's helped you in your love life at all now that you're this svelte guy out there? Has that
when you lose weight, it increases your testosterone.
Oh.
So I tested my testosterone when I started this, and now my testosterone is way stronger. So it increases your testosterone.
Your libido.
Also, you sleep better because you're less fat around the neck. So I sleep an hour extra than I used to.
Oh, cool.
Right?
All right.
It also, when you're high blood pressure, you feel like you're getting stressed, and it's really your high blood pressure.
Yeah.
So the quality of life of losing 30 to 50 pounds is unbelievable. So
you told me about, you said you'll have to remind me of the person's name who gave you the inspiration, a multi-billionaire or something out there about you not having the stress in your life.
Of Rite Aid.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. It's a beautiful connection then. Yes.
Yeah. I was at this dinner that he was there and he was talking about it. And I was like, I mean, this guy has the data, right? He's the new CEO because that company was going out of business and they brought this guy in and I was at a dinner and I was like, I got to listen to this guy. And I tried it and I received 2 miracles. I went to sleep not hungry, and I woke up not hungry. It's incredible. It really is. Cutting the sugar down. I'm just telling you guys. I'm not a mouthpiece for Big Pharma, guys. I'm just telling you guys as my friend.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. He's on the books.
I'm telling you guys as my friends, and there are other people that I know in our community that have reached out to me. We went through it, and they are on it, and they are happily on it. Yeah. Maybe they want to come out with their own stories. I won't, if anyone wants to reach out to me privately, I'll never tell anyone.
Yeah.
But some people have, and they are on it.
Wow.
You're going to need smaller jerseys.
Hey, that's true. That's a good thing. And shout out to Neil Senior, by the way. 2 things. He says, Libby, my son's birthday is tomorrow as well. So apparently, hey, great stock there for birthdays.
Oh, nice, Neil.
And that's cool. I didn't know that. And I also got to meet Neil. That was one of the cool things. I'd never met Neil before. And seeing Neil and his cigar wielding powers at Angry Beach Club was certainly a memory. And he says it 100% works. It's the best thing. So thank you, Neil, for that, shout out here for Luby and Manjaro. Excellent.
Yeah, there's no question that it doesn't work. I know people and anyone that's really obese, that's the people that you really need to give advice to get on something like that, because it's a short lifespan when you're really obese. So if you see someone that's really obese, you should ask them to at least look into this. If you don't want to do it yourself, but you should try to help them out. It is there is a way. But other than that, back to football, BG. I cannot wait for Tennessee. We're going to start to get ready for those games. So the tickets are getting issued now, so we're starting to get our seat numbers and stuff. So that's going to be amazing. And the Barstool party on that Saturday is going to be amazing. I can't wait with Jake. We're doing that.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? So for that Saturday event, which is obviously the day before the game, so it's a Barstool Nashville. But what's happening? Is it a Gangrene Beach Club sort of atmosphere? Is it that? But before a game?
Well, Barstool is like the best bar down there in Tennessee.
Okay.
It's in the heart of downtown.
Okay.
We don't have to create too much atmosphere for it to be a real football atmosphere there.
Yeah.
But we're bringing our flags, and they said we can do that. And Jake is going to do a show from there.
Oh, cool.
Which is going to be great. And then there's a huge bar crawl. And that bar crawl starts earlier in the day, and then it ends with us. So the same guys that have the tailgate the next day, the tailgate that we're going to in the Green Bay game, PJ, those guys, Lou and them, we are then doing that bar crawl ends at Barstool Sports.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
There's like 300, close to 400 signups for this.
Yeah. Man, as there should be. And by the way, here's your guy, Neil. His son, shout out to his son's birthday tomorrow. Let's go, Neil. Hey, Neil, you're going to be there for Jets Titans, right?
Yes, sir. Hey, Lou B, happy birthday tomorrow. My son's birthday is the same day. I'm coming to Garden City tomorrow to take him to dinner, and with the whole family.
Garden City.
Where?
Yeah.
Where am I going?
In Garden City to dinner.
Yeah, I'm going to Sushi. It's my favorite sushi place in New Hyde Park.
Right.
I get one of those like hibachi tables for the whole family, and and I've been going there since the guy opened it up. He's a good friend of mine, and he takes a picture for your birthday, right? And he puts it on the wall. So when I first started going there was like 20 pictures, all right, like of people's birthday. Over the years, I think he's been there now. Geez, I got to say 15 years maybe since I started going there. And the whole restaurant is full of pictures. Entire restaurant is steaming with pictures. And the guy that owns it is a really cool guy. He brings us like all kinds of appetite. He drenches us with drinks. It's just a great time. Yeah, it's right by the shopping center right in there where my mother's place is.
Yeah, I know the spot.
Great spot, man. The guy Paul owns it. He's a super guy. I want to say that Lou is speaking 100%. I mean, look, Paul, the one thing, Lou, I will say is Paul's never really dieted before. I yo-yoed 100 pounds my life between 25 and 40 years old. So I was 336 pounds and I went and got a lap band and it worked for me. And, 25 years later, I'm 215 and I feel better now at 65 than I did at 40.
It's amazing.
So I got to tell you, man, weight is everything. When I was 40, I had to take I had the thing when you put over the CPAP machine.
Oh,
I was a mess. And, I guarantee you, if I did not get that lap band surgery, I would probably be a mess right now. I'd be probably 400 pounds and ready to have a collapse of a heart attack. So this saves your life. Loopy's 100% correct. There's so many people that are on it. I play golf with a doctor that is on it, okay?
Wow.
So for doctors to go on this thing, they're not going to go on anything that's not safe. So, and this guy's 80 years old, all right?
Oh, Jesus, wow.
Yeah, he's 80 years old. He lost about 30 pounds. And there's probably, at least 10 or 15 guys. When you see a guy that has lost a lot of weight in the last 6 months, chances are, and, if you know that guy to be a fat guy for a long time or girl, they're on that. They're on some form of
Anyone that you see all of a sudden skinny.
Right.
And if you live in the New York area, Dr. Regal put me on this. Dr. Regal is over 80 years old, treated my grandparents.
Damn.
Did bypasses for my 3 grandparents about 40 years ago. Dr. Regal has thousands of people on Monjaro. Dr. Regal would never put me or my family at risk.
Right, and it's and Eli Lilly is really the most established. They're the ones that started Ozempic, I believe, and I know that's like what's that, a generic form of Ozempic or something? Lou?
No, it's not Ozempic. It's there's 2 different names about it. I don't know the proper names.
Right, but it's from Lilly makes Ozempic also.
No, they do not. They make Zepbound. They make Zepbound, and they make Monjaro.
Right.
So Zepbound is the other thing that your doctor can tell you to go on Zepbound. But guys, you have to try this. If you're overweight, it's no good.
No, I'm going to tell you, not a question, not a question. It's just a miracle. This is a miracle drug, and not only does it stop you from eating, I've heard from people that it lessens their crave to drink as well. It's really a mind-altering drug that cheats your brain into thinking, that it's full, that you're content, right, Lou?
Yeah, no. The crazy way to explain it is a very vivid way, but I'm going to give you guys the X-rated version of this.
All right.
But after you, let's just say, have sex and you feel like satisfied where you don't need something more at that second after that.
Yeah.
That is the way you feel about food.
Right.
Post-sex.
Exact feeling. You're satisfied. You're good. And that is, unfortunately, a crazy way to explain it, but that is the exact way to explain it. You guys have to try this. If you're overweight, there's no reason to.
And I'm going to preface this by saying, look, if you're overweight and it's been a constant battle in your life, Lou, that's one thing you got to really look at. If I was in Paul's situation, right? I told him, lose the weight, slow and steady, don't rush it, whatever. He has some bad habits that he developed. I forgot. Did you tell me, Paul, that you were a fat kid or were you a skinny kid?
Skinny kid.
See, he was a skinny kid, Lou. Your father's a pretty big guy. You have obesity in your family, or what's the story? Family?
No, he sort of same situation as me. He played. He was a defensive lineman in college, but he wasn't big. He was in great shape, and then he had an injury. He was playing a softball game, someone slid into his ankle and shattered it at home plate, and then he was immobile for a while. He had the same eating that he had when he used to work out all the time. And then unfortunately that's what happened to him. So
how about your mother? How about your mother's side?
Skinny, small her entire life.
Yeah. So you might not, Lou, he might not be a candidate, from that perspective. He might be able to drop, slow and steadily, 30 pounds, 35 pounds over the course of a year.
If I'm BG, I'm going on it tomorrow.
What's that?
If I was BG, I would go on it tomorrow.
All right. I mean, look, I'm not saying it's a wrong decision, but I just would say that as far as, everybody's like, oh, it's a shot, this and that. First of all, they even have pill versions of the thing now. If you're like shot crazy, you can take a pill version of the same drug.
I didn't even feel this. I didn't even.
Yeah,
feel
it's
ridiculous.
He did it live. I didn't even see him.
Yeah, it's like Lou said. My wife gets a shot for eczema, Zepbound or something. It's worked magic for her. Her skin is looking great, but it's the same thing. She gets a shot every 2 weeks in her stomach, and it looks exactly like the shot Lou B just did. And you don't feel it.
Does anyone in this chat have diabetes? Not that it's my business, but if anyone in this chat has diabetes, you call your doctor right now, because this is
right.
Hey, I mean, K Brock in our audience says he needs that right now. He's been trying to lose weight. So K Brock in the audience,
call your doctor.
Yes, it's an easy thing. It's cheap, and they lowered the price of that drug dramatically.
Oh yeah,
anybody could get it for like $50, whatever it is. It's like 2 drinks a month. It's like $50, and I would say that anybody that has the alcohol drinks a lot. Because a lot of people drink their weight too. A lot of people. Yeah. This will definitely. Lou, don't you feel like less? I mean, I don't know if you're a drinker.
I don't drink alcohol, so I don't understand that urge on it. But I'm just saying, I can't tell you guys more about this. You guys need to call your doctor and ask. I can't put you on it. Your doctor gives you a prescription, and then you start at 2.5 milligrams.
Yeah.
And you work your way up. 2.5 milligrams is nothing.
Right.
You work your way up, and you try it. BG, I know you're on your weight loss and you're doing good. You started anyway, because what you don't want to do is do all this, lose your weight.
The weight will find you. The weight will find you eventually, because you're depriving your body of certain things. But look, when you lose weight, right?
Yeah.
You're like Lou said, your blood pressure drops. I haven't been on a CPAP machine since I'm 41 years old. I'm sitting in a closet. My blood pressure is 114/70. I mean, I feel my legs, my body. I wake up pain free. I play golf. You can't do those things when you're 40 pounds. If you want to know how the weight affects you, walk around with a 45-pound barbell, tape it to your stomach for about 3 hours, and go for a long walk.
Yeah.
See how tired you are when you get done. You will feel like hell. And that's what happens when you have the extra weight. You feel like shit. You're tired all the time. Everybody that has a 16 and a half neck has needs a CPAP, has the what do they call it when you can't breathe at night? The
sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea. Everybody has sleep apnea.
I was like
right.
19,
Everybody that has a 16 and a half plus neck has sleep apnea. And when you have sleep apnea, you have a huge risk of dying in your sleep, because you stop breathing, and it's not good for you. And I used to have trouble sleeping. I would get tired during the day. I was 40 years old. I used to fall asleep at my desk. I was working. I was like, what the hell's the matter with me? Because I wasn't sleeping at night. And it affects your whole body. It affects your cholesterol, affects everything. And food is managing your appetite is very, very difficult. And the way it was explained to me, this is really what it comes down to.
All right.
The difference between an overweight person and a non-overweight person.
Yeah.
At the top of your stomach, and this is why the lap band is situated on the top part of your stomach. When at the top part of your stomach, you have nerve endings. The nerve endings, when the food hits the top part of your stomach, tells your brain you're full. Most overweight people have the same general thing. It's consistent. We consistently eat fast. Okay, so you get at the table, you watch a fat person eat. Most of them don't even put their fork down. They don't finish their bite of food and chew on it and swallow. They don't chew 10 times. They don't put their fork down.
That's been me my whole life.
Right. We all do it. We're all Italian. It's a big Italian thing too. And, my mother when she passed, okay, my mother was overweight. She had diabetes. My mother died with 23 stints in her. She had to get stinted 23 times.
That's the other thing, guys. You don't want to go for the heart surgery. And
yeah.
Stuff like that. If there's any shot I have of not having a bypass one day or a stent, it's this.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Cardio, I go to the gym every day, and still.
And it's been out long enough where they all
this drug.
Right. Everybody wants to say there's something wrong with it, or it gives you something there. Everybody's trying to imagine that because it's too good to be true. It's almost like it's a miracle drug, really.
It is. It really is.
And I don't think, and again, even if the risk is bad and they find something that it does, it's not going to be, the side effects are not death, or heart attack, or, you look at these drugs that
has
people
9
take.
side effects. Obesity has 290.
Right.
Wow.
People look at side effects. When I see some of these drugs on TV, and it's ridiculous. People the side effects are worse than the remedy. In this case, there's very little side effects. The drug is great. It works real well. And I am 100% in agreement with Lou B on this. If you guys are 50 pounds, I would say, if you've tried to diet before and failed, and you're on a yo-yo binge and you're up in weight, and 30 pounds is that number. 30 pounds or more overweight, and your health risks are, you're at least subtracting 10 years out of your life,
easy.
especially if you have a family history of heart attacks. You know, but you know, that's the other thing. You know, if your
And
family,
I do, so that's why I'm
right?
that's why I'm like,
I mean, you got to do it. It's just this is the miracle of science. This is one of the miracles of science, and I just can't believe that some people wouldn't take it. You know, for stupid reasons. Oh, I don't want to get a shot. Oh, I've heard bad things about it. It's all bullshit. You take the shot, you try it, you see the weight come off, and like Lou B said, when the weight comes off, you feel like $1 million. The testosterone doesn't even matter. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, holy shit, I look great, all of a sudden you're going to get a boner because you say, geez, this is a good looking guy here. I used to be a fat slob. Look at me now, and your wife wants to bang you. Look, when I was 330 pounds, the big joke was when I went to a party, because my wife weighed 100 pounds our whole married life, and she's wearing a bikini at 65. And the going joke when I was 40 was, you know, when they looked at my wife and looked at me, said, did you let this guy get on top of you? You know, that kind of shit. You know, it's not fun, trust me. And, you know, now it's a different, now I haven't heard the word you're a fat bastard in about 10 years.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
because I'm not, you know, you know, you've met me. I'm not, you don't look at me, Neil, and say, oh, that guy's fat. No,
No.
I'm right where I should be. I weigh the same as I did 41 years ago when I married my wife, 215. That is a weight that I can never imagine that would have ever been. And
I no longer question, Neil, if you could be on top.
That's it. Not only can I be on top, I could do push-ups on top. You know, I could actually lower my weight on top of anybody. But anyway, that's a little crude. So, guys,
by the way,
one last thing. Did you guys get a chance to see the interview Nick did with Wayne Corbett yesterday?
Yeah, I saw a large piece of it. Yeah.
Wow, that was really. Did you guys play blackjack with Wayne? Lou, were you on the table with him?
I was at the table. I don't gamble, but I took the picture. You know that big picture of all of them?
Yeah, they showed. Yes, yeah.
I thought, Paul, I thought you were playing blackjack for a little bit.
No, I didn't play any of the black. I was with I had the fiance and children, so I wasn't out late at night when they were at the Conor McGregor thing or the blackjack. So I didn't know they were doing it, but I wasn't out and about late at night. I was with the family.
I'm going to tell you, man, Wayne is a special guy. I mean,
wow.
Well, I mean, he is the epitome of what we represent as Jets fans. He's the blue collar, want to do it, extra effort, you know, quiet guy that really, I mean, I wish if we had 22 Wayne Corbett's on the field, we wouldn't lose a single game. I mean, that's how crazy he was. Right, Lou?
Nah, he's just such a great guy, and he was the perfect person for Gangrene Beach Club. And
definitely,
I mean, he stood on a call for 2.5 hours with Nick. I mean, you know, think about that. The guy gives his time. He sat there. He took how many pictures, Lou? How many autographs? I mean, the guy was like
everyone that asked.
Right.
I saw someone pull out like a whole stack of shit. I'm like, oh my god. Maybe like,
oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh god.
Yeah, I thought that was too much, but he did it.
No, Wayne was great, man. He was great, and I was introducing him to Boy Green, like giving him this whole thing, and Boy Green was like asking, "Where's Wayne?" I'm like, "BG."
Yeah, see, I look like a total idiot. I will confirm because like it was getting later, and I'm like, damn, like oh snap.
What did you ask? Where's who?
So yeah,
hey, is Wayne gonna show up?
Yeah, so we were however long in, and there's a wooden pillar like in one of the subsections that we're in with a couch, and I just saw Lou B, and I couldn't see who was behind the pillar, and I went to tap Lou B on the shoulder like, damn, where's Wade? And then all of a sudden Lou B brought Wade,
and no show,
and I went, holy shit. Wayne Corbett. And then I was talking to Wayne for a few minutes before everyone saw him and flogged him and went all over the place. But yeah, it was pretty sweet.
2:30, I believe, when he got there. And
100%.
12 to 6. So 2:30 is a.
Is he coming to? Is Wayne coming to Nashville? You know or no?
No, not that I know of. I don't have that type of communication with him.
You know, I made a comment yesterday. I watched his podcast with
Robbie
Vernius. Yeah. I want to punch Lavernius in the goddamn face. He was so negative with the Jets.
He's very negative. It's very sad. I hate how negative he is.
Yeah, but you know what? Wayne said it right yesterday. He's like, look, you know, it's hard. You know, it's hard when these guys are athletes, they're only used to winning. Wayne is a different animal because the guy played for Hofstra. It was like an honor for him to play NFL football. Lavernius was a good college player
He should have
that
been a
had a
first
winning
round pick if he
program.
didn't have the off the field problems. He fell to the third round because of all the other stuff. Yeah.
Right. And Lavernius's best line when Zach was running for his life, he said to Wayne, I'll never forget, he goes, Wayne, he goes, that offensive line is like your finger going through wet toilet paper when you wipe your ass. He goes, oh my God. I was like on the floor. Yeah. Lavernius is a character, but I want to make sure. And I told Wayne, I know they're doing a podcast this year again. I said, Wayne, I said, if they start winning, this son of a bitch better get positive or I'm going to clock him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Happy birthday. Congratulations on the pour. And you're on your way to getting that thing open. We're going to have a big party when you. How long before you open the event, the center?
It's got to be 7 months to a year.
Okay.
But when it does open, yeah, absolutely, we're going to do like watch parties there and things like that. It's going to be my
that's
venue,
going to be sick. That's going to be great.
A lot of things there. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm building a theater called the Beacon in Port Washington, Long Island, home of the Gatsby. If you ever watched the Gatsby movie, that is Kings Point, Sands Point. So it's a catering hall for weddings and stuff like that. And we're going to do dinner, theater shows, and it will be ready soon. And when it does, it's going to be a real good watch party place. I'm building it with that in mind.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Neil, thanks for jumping on.
Guys, take care. Have a good one.
There he is.
You guys have a great day, BG. We took enough of the time, but I really want anyone that's overweight to live longer, right?
Yes. Amen.
And someone said long-term side effects. Well, if you're obese, you don't have to worry about long-term. I can tell you that much. So
that's that was Kel asking.
Yeah, keep that in mind. This drug has been around a very long time. It's a diabetic drug, so they know about it. And Lilly is coming out with another drug called rituximab, and they're approving it.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happens, it's even stronger than this.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
Just ask your doctor.
Damn straight. Lou B.
Have a great day. Go Jets.
There he is, Lou B, baby. And by the way, Neil, congrats on the sex, buddy. Congrats on the sex. John LG, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Great stuff there from both of the boys. We had Lou B and Neil. Look at this. A couple of things here. John LG has joined the Boy Green Espresso Club. Let's go. We have 2 YouTube membership levels here on the channel. The Boy Green Coffee Club, the OGs, of course, $2.99 a month, where you get early access to videos and you get a loyalty badge next to your name. You get access to our custom emojis, all that, which is a lot of fun. But in January, we released the Espresso Club, which is $5.99 a month. It's double, but we have special meetings once a month that only are for Espresso Club members. It's the Espresso Club meeting, and we've done 6 of them so far. Our 7th one comes at the end of every month, so it's a special show just for the Espresso Club members. So John LG, first off, you have access to the previous 6. They're like 4 or 5 hour shows, so I don't know if you have that kind of time, or you can join for the first time the Espresso Club coming up later this month. So John, appreciate you. So that's a perk. You get to be part of the Espresso Club meetings. There's exclusive content. I announced this Bill's job on the Espresso Club. House updates will be coming, special stories. I have a few Jets items. You guys may notice, Jet 71 was giving me crap because this is so busy. You can't see it. Actually, let me show you. I'll show you with the camera. See all this? Boxes. We're packing up. So, as long as the move and everything goes well, there you go. Right off camera is boxes. We're moving. We're packing up the house. So you're seeing less items over here, but there's some cool items that you guys have never heard about, like an autographed Jet set down here and some other things. I'll be telling stories on the Espresso Club. You guys get exclusive YouTube shorts. You get the monthly shows just for you guys. And one of the best perks is John LG. Normally, on a normal raffle month, you get 5 raffle tickets automatically to the contest. So, folks, if you're out in the audience and you join the Espresso Club, it's $5.99 a month. In every normal raffle, if you're an Espresso Club member, you get 5 automatic raffle tickets towards the contest. So normally our raffles are $3 a piece. It's a $15 value. The Espresso Club is only $6. So you get your bang for your buck simply by the automatic raffle tickets by themselves, let alone all the things you get offered for the Espresso Club. Because this month is a special, because raffle tickets are $25 a pop, John LG $15 has been added to your raffle ticket total so far this month. In other words, you are now $10 away from another raffle ticket. So before the end of the month, send in $10, John LG, either Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, here on YouTube, and you will have a second raffle ticket. That's one of the perks of the Espresso Club, where you get your money back immediately for the raffle ticket. So it's worth it just for that. So John, thank you for joining the Espresso Club. I love the Espresso Club. We have over 30 members. It's a very special, tight-knit community. We tell stories. We do these Espresso Club meetings every month, and they're 4 or 5 hours talking family, talking Jets, talking life, career stuff. All kinds of things are unpacked on that show, and it is Boy Green After Dark, so no holds barred. It does not go to the public, so all kinds of things get out on that show, that's for sure. John, thank you for joining the Boy Green Espresso Club, baby. And I see this from Mac. I heard about this. This is cool. Let's go to Mac here, who, by the way, has been a member for 19 months on the channel. Love you, Mahar Khalil. Let's go.
Wow.
BG will have some bling for the Tennessee game. Can't wait. I'm all for wearing extra bling to the game, baby. I haven't decided on my jersey yet. I'll have to think about that. I don't think I can fit it to the Geno Smith jersey over here. So we'll see. Maybe I can do. I was going to bring it. I brought it to Lou B for the Gangrene Beach Club, my Justin Fields jersey, because it's the new updated jersey. It just says Fields on it. I needed to say Smith. So I brought it to the event. I was supposed to give it to Lou B because he knew a guy that could nameplate it. So maybe we can find someone else for the nameplate or figure that out. We'll see. Yeah, and see if we can fix that. Maybe that will be the jersey of Geno Smith, an updated Geno Smith jersey. We'll see. But bling. I love it, Mahar Khalil. That'll be awesome. I'm all for wearing the bling, baby. That'd be spectacular. Appreciate it. Let's go. Well, thank you guys so much. Again, Mr. Legend Famous Fulton, the birthday wishes. Thank you, Craig Mechanics, for saying great show. That was a lot of fun. Let's go. Fun show, and thank you to everyone that gifted. I mean, good Lord. John LG joined the Espresso Club. Izzy Jet 732 sent in a $50 super chat, so 2 more raffle tickets, 4 total raffle tickets a contest. Rob Daniel sent in a $50 super chat. That's 2 more raffle tickets to the contest. We got some member shout-outs. Jake Asman's been supporting the channel for 2 years. Mac for 19 months, which is awesome. Austrian gifted a membership. Super fun show, everybody. Again, we're taking a quick time out, a quick detour. We're back at 11 o'clock in 90 minutes for a second show today. So make sure you guys tune in to that. That'll be cross-streamed here on the Boy Green channel and on the MC Show digital channel. So looking forward to that as well. And a happy early belated birthday to one and only Lou B and Neil's son for tomorrow. That's awesome. I love all the birthdays. And again, folks, here are the final Jets dates. 5 days away from rookies reporting to training camp. That's on July 25th. We're 8 days away from the veterans reporting for the Jets. That's on July 28th. And the first practice for the New York Jets in training camp is July 29th, 9 days away. The countdown continues to training camp, baby. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in a little bit. Take care, everybody.